Hi everybody, this is Emi Storrow from the U.S. Consulate General in Екатеринбурg. Today I want to introduce you to Sputnik. I made Sputnik during the early part of our quarantine, and it's my sourdough starter which I use to make bread in the American style. Sputnik has both Russian rye and American wheat, and let me tell you, those yeasts get along great. I plan to keep Sputnik for the rest of my life. And I named Sputnik because it goes off like a rocket. It's a super fast starter. Sometimes I imagine that 30 years from now, when I'm back in the States, I'll be surrounded by the littlest members of my family, and they'll want to talk about my time in Russia and my time here during the pandemic. I'll tell them that the doctors and nurses and medical professionals were very brave and that they sacrificed a lot for the rest of us. And I'll talk about how the people were brave and sometimes scared, as were the people in the United States. And then I'll say, darlings, you know the bread you ate this morning? It was powered by Sputnik. And today I'm going to walk you through the process. I hope you enjoy it. So it's not hard to make sourdough bread, but it does take some practice. And you'll find that you make mistakes along the way. But that's all right, because they're usually pretty delicious. And if they're not, who cares? You'll need to begin by making a starter. There's some resources for how to do that below. Once you've got your starter, you'll need to feed it and wait for it to double in size. Once it's doubled in size, and you can see it can be downright plucky, you'll take some of the starter and put it in a fresh bowl and add more flour and water to make the levain. The levain is kind of like starter point 2. You'll need to wait for it to rise. At first, it won't be very elastic. Once the levain has about doubled in size, you'll add more flour and water and some salt. You'll need then for it to wait, to hang out, to get used to itself and to grow. You'll see when the dough is ready that it's really quite elastic. It's a miraculous process. Then you'll need to form the dough and put it in a brat form or just a bowl or just loose and let it rise again. Then you'll bake it. When it comes out of the oven, it will be fabulous, and you'll be so happy that you did it and that you have this new starter, and you'll need to figure out what to name it because that's part of the whole deal. So I hope you've enjoyed the process. I want to learn. Please give me your recommendations for what I should bake next. I want to bring home other Russian traditions to the United States. Please share your photos and recipes below. I'm looking forward to trying them. Thanks.